La La Land, a place where happiness happens. Fuzzy-Wuzzy was going for his morning stroll when he came across a sad little dog.
What's wrong, little Bow Wow? Why are you so sad?
I was happily chewing on my bone until it broke into little pieces. What am I gonna do, Fuzzy?
Don't worry, little Bow Wow. I'll get you a bone in no time.
Fuzzy went to Boar the butcher's shop, as he knew him well and helped him out in the past.
Hello, Boar. Can I take a bone from your shop? I need it for a friend.
Sure, Fuzzy. You've helped me in the past in providing me with the sharpest knives. I'll give you the ultimate bone which is unbreakable. The bone of diamonds.
Whoa, Boar. That is a precious bone. Are you sure?
Fuzzy, I'm always sure when you're around. Take it. You deserve it.
Thanks, Boar. You're the greatest.
Fuzzy grabbed the bone and walked back to where little Bow Wow sulked.
Little Bow Wow, I have something for you.
For me, Fuzzy? Really? This is the most beautiful bone that anyone's ever given to me. Thank you, Fuzzy. What do you want in return?
Only a hug and your love.
Fuzzy-Wuzzy and little Bow Wow hugged each other. After a warm embrace, Fuzzy continued on his walk. On his way to his brother's home, he saw Fluffy looking sad.
What's wrong, little Fluffy? Why are you so sad? My fur is no longer fluffy, and I have no money until next week to buy Fluffy in a can, which makes my fur fluffy and beautiful. Don't worry, little Fluffy. I'll get you Fluffy in a can in no time.
Fuzzy went to the hairdresser where Helen the Hedgehog was working.
Hello, Helen.
Hello, Fuzzy.
I was wondering if you have any Fluffy in a can I can borrow for a friend.
Of course, Fuzzy. Not only can you borrow it, you can keep it. Since you have provided me with the sharpest scissors in the past, this is my gift to you.
Thanks, Helen. You're the best.
Fuzzy took Fluffy in a can and went back to Fluffy the dog.
Fluffy, look what I got for you. Oh, Fuzzy, you didn't have to. That is so kind of you. What do you want in return? Only a hug and your love.
Fuzzy and Fluffy hugged each other. After a warm embrace, Fuzzy continued on his walk. He was going to see his brother Grizzly, who was a grumpy bear. Who is it? I do not want any visitors.
Grizzly, it's your brother Fuzzy.
Oh, great. Can my day get any worse?
Oh, Grizzly, come on. I'm your brother. I just want to hang out and see how you're going.
I do not hang out, Fuzzy, especially with a bear like you.
Grizzly, what you need is a hug.
Hugging is for sissies, Fuzzy. Bears are meant to be mean and ferocious. They're meant to take, not give like you. Worst of all, Fuzzy, I'm ashamed to have a brother who is pink.
Grizzly, that is the meanest thing that anyone said to me. I was born pink. It's not my fault that I'm different.
It's not my fault that I cannot bear you, brother. Now go away. Poor Fuzzy. It wasn't his fault he was pink and different from all the other bears. That night, Fuzzy returned to his cave feeling sad and lonely. He made creatures happy today, but it didn't matter to him because he couldn't make his brother happy and not ashamed of him.
There you are, honey. When I'm down, you turn my frown upside down.
Fuzzy turned to Honey whenever he was sad. This might seem strange for the creatures in La La Land that Fuzzy was sad, because Fuzzy-Wuzzy always seemed to be happy, caring and loving. It was only when Grizzly said bad things to Fuzzy that he would become sad. Honey in moderation is fine, but too much honey made Fuzzy behave differently. He wouldn't visit his friends, let alone go outside and see the beautiful things that La La Land has to offer. As 2 weeks went by, Fuzzy ran out of honey and went into harder and more addictive sweets such as syrup. This brought Fuzzy into a downward spiral. His fur became red and he had put on weight. However, this wasn't all bad news. His friends Little Bow Wow and Fluffy noticed that he wasn't out and about as often. When they saw him, he was red from all the syrup rather than his usual pink colour. Because Little Bow Wow and Fluffy loved and cared about Fuzzy so much, they could pinpoint his problem to his mean brother Grizzly. They decided to give Grizzly a visit.
Go away. Grizzly, we don't like visiting you at all. We would go away, but this is about your brother. You're the only one who can help.
I don't care.
Grizzly, we all know you don't like your brother, but he's no longer pink, and he's all sad.
That's nice if it's true, but I don't believe you.
You know what, Fluffy? Grizzly has made Fuzzy all sad and red from the syrup, and he still isn't happy. Nothing more than a grizzly bear.
If that is all, then I will ask you to leave. Little Bow Wow and Fluffy left, as they felt that Grizzly was not going to do anything. Grizzly decided to visit Fuzzy to see if he could get any joy in seeing his brother being miserable, and if he was no longer pink. When Grizzly went to Fuzzy's house, he was shocked at what he saw. Empty bottles of honey and syrup, and most of all, Fuzzy was no longer pink. Instead of making Grizzly laugh at Fuzzy's misery, he felt bad and empty.
Fuzzy,
I can't bear to see you like this.
Grizzly, is that you? Or have I had too much syrup?
It is me, Fuzzy. Your friends visited me and left. I was going to see if you were no longer pink and if you were miserable. What they said was true. But it hasn't made me happy, Fuzzy. Just sad. Fuzzy, I don't want you to make the same mistakes that I did with syrup. I don't want you to feel sorry for yourself. I want you to be the happy, cuddly pink bear that I cannot bear. I'm sorry for saying those things before. I'm not ashamed of you, and there is nothing wrong with being pink. Together, we can be bigger and better than ever. What do you say, Fuzzy? Fuzzy was shocked at the change of heart of Grizzly after all these years bearing a grumpy bear.
Grizzly, that is the most beautiful thing that you've ever said. How about a hug?
Grizzly opened up his arms for the first time in his life and gave his brother a loving hug.
Grizzly, are there tears in your eyes?
Crying is for sissies, Fuzzy. I'm having a bout of hay fever, and there's water in my eye. That's what it is.
Oh, Grizzly.
Fuzzy overcame his addiction to syrup and once again became the loving, caring pink bear that he once was. Grizzly was still a grump, but at least he could tolerate Fuzzy for what he was, a pink bear. The creatures in La La Land were happy once again. The sun is shining, a rainbow appears, and all the creatures held hands together to sing a loving song.